guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. This is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. First, let me apologize about the lighting. I had to disconnect my batteries tonight. One of the 100 amp hour batteries is bad. It just didn't work out so well. It actually swelled. So anyway, long story short, I contacted the manufacturer. They're sending me a new one, and I had to disconnect my 12-volt system. That's why I don't have any overhead lights, but I ran an extension cord in so I could keep running tonight. So going to be a little dark. The only thing lighting me is my monitor lights, but we'll deal with it. I'm not that pretty enough to look at, to worry about. Anyway, so today's story, we talk about when Hollywood kind of goes woke and broke, and the numbers for the TV shows and for the movies and for everything that pushes that message fails miserably, because people do not want to be, they don't want their entertainment to have to contain a message. Anything that we watch, we want to just relax and enjoy. We don't need to have the message. It's not news story time. It's not, hey, let's teach society a story. Let's just watch a movie or a TV show and relax. and everything that's come on, and everything movie-wise and TV shows that have kind of pushed this as here is why we're doing this, or here's the message behind this, fails miserably. Now, if there's something in the background or a little off story, or something that maybe might be a message there somewhere, but there's a good story in front of it, that's fine. I think most of us could say, hey, we don't really care. But when they come out and say the theme of this program is this, oh, and also there's a story behind it, it never does well. Let me show you the story I'm talking about tonight. HBO's The Last of Us will focus on climate change and grape culture. Yeah. It's by Diane Anders as of April 20th, which was yesterday. And so now this has a picture of Keanu Reeves. I didn't know if he was going to be in this or not. I'm assuming it is, but this is a remake of a video game. Video game was great. What was the story about? It was about zombies. And it was about a young girl, I want to say maybe 12, 13, 14, somewhere in that range, that meets a guy that's maybe like a father figure to her, 40s or 50s, and they go on their way through on this adventure. Really fun game. Well, that's not where HBO has decided to take this. They've decided to take it completely different direction, and so I'm just going to have to nope out of it. Like, I love zombie and apocalypse and that kind of movie genre. Absolutely love it. And I have since I was a kid. But when it becomes the forefront of the story, it's done. It's over. Listen to how bad this is, though. This isn't just a little bit. This is like over-the-top attacking guys, white, you name it. Says a source close to productions claims the new HBO series will be like a darker and more divisive version of AMC's The Walking Dead. Darker than Walking Dead? I'm down with that. That's hard to do, but I can do that. The last couple seasons weren't so good, but says The Last of Us is getting the TV treatment and is currently in pre-production at HBO. An insider has reached out telling us, alleging that the new series will focus on some divisive political issues such as the snuggle struggle culture and climate change. Although there has been no real information revealed about HBO's screen adaptation of the popular Naughty Dog game, The Last of Us, HBO has officially announced that it's currently in pre-production. A source close to production revealed that Ellie, who will be the main protagonist in a heavily female-focused plot. I'm still okay so far. I don't mind women TV shows and movies as long as the story is good. Just because it happens to star a couple women, that's fine. Again, I'm a big Aliens fan. And Ellie will be joined by her first girlfriend, Riley, as well as Tess, Marlene, Maria, the insider told us. Men, while some indirectly, will collectively play the part of the antagonist. So women are the good guys, men are the bad guys. Shocking. It was the action of the patriarchy, or rather white men, that inadvertently destroyed the society they had built with the cordyceps brain infection. According to the insider, the CBI was made by the U.S. government, but evolved too quickly for them to control and accidentally leaked into the environment. Global warming caused the man-made CBI virus to rapidly evolve. It's actually naturally evolving to purify the air of carbon. This will be revealed through small flashback scenes which will gradually reveal more information as the series draws nearer to the finale. Again, if you put a little something in there, a little something about how it runs on carbon maybe, and you can say, well, the atmosphere is more carbon, I'm still okay with that part of it. But the problem is when you're starting to call out men and white men and government and all that. I don't know if you've noticed this, but Congress and the Senate and our last president, and like it's not this all whitewashed like guy thing. They're a very large representative of females and other colors in our government. So to automatically point to that it's men and the lighter skinned guys, that's crap. Okay, and we're bringing along the wrong message here. They continue on. There's still a lot of unanswered questions about CBI, which is, I guess, the virus. And according to the Last of Us Part 2 plot leaks, it appears as though they will not be answered in the game. If the leaks are real, then Last of Us Part 2 is actually about toxic masculinity, religion, and race. The game is said to be divisive because of its strong alphabet message, and this is something the insider claims will also be a strong part of the HBO series. HBO's The Last of Us has been confirmed to support some of the second wave girl power theories, and the insider alleges that grape culture is one of them. Men are perceived as predators in the series, even the nice ones. The female protagonists often band together to avoid being left alone with the men because all men have the capability of abusing their powers and giving in to their carnal desires. Most of the girls have some kind of traumatic experience with men. I have no words for that. Let me just finish reading it and then we'll all gripe together. The snuggle struggle culture is a sociological concept for a setting in which grape is pervasive and normalized due to societal attitudes about gender and sexuality. According to Wikipedia, behaviors commonly associated with this culture include victim blaming, easy woman shaming, objectification, trivializing the snuggle struggle, denial of widespread grape, refusing to acknowledge the harm caused by it, and some combination of these. That's a whole lot of message you're trying to get out there in a TV show. So is this entertainment, or is this just some way to wrap a political agenda in a show? Second one. We're going to go with the second one on this one. The Last of Us is HBO's answer to The Walking Dead, only it's going to be a whole lot darker, blah, blah, blah. The people whom I've spoken to are very excited to get the ball rolling on The Last of Us series. They believe it checks all the boxes. Global pandemic, the isms, patriarchy, religion, and pretty much anything else America is super divided on. Okay, it's pretty important to know that the source did not verify their connection, blah, blah, blah. So, here's the thing, kids. Here's the problem with that. You're taking something that the country is relatively divided on. We're split pretty strongly on this stuff. And let's say that you fall into one very thin category. Okay, so we'll take, I don't believe in climate change. Okay, let's say that's 50% of the people. And I don't believe in the patriarchy. And I don't believe that the race issues are as big as they really are. And I don't believe in that you should talk necessarily about religion in a TV show. I think that's more of a private, personal experience. And before you know it, you've shaved 100% of the people down to 50, down to 30, down to 20. You're going to have a paper-thin margin of society that's going to find this exciting. I give it one season. And if they buy a full season, that's it. If they buy a few episodes, I give it 6 and they'll cancel it. There's no way that this can do well, because you're 70% of Americans and the UK and Australia, mostly the English speaking and maybe ones that would watch HBO. I don't know if you can get HBO overseas. I haven't had HBO ever. Like, I've never purchased it. Most of these countries are about 70% Caucasian. So instantly you're turning off 70% of the audience, which leaves 30%. Of that 30%, half of those are probably not going to really be into your messaging on whatever. So that leaves you to 15%. So your entire show is going to go after 15% of the market of HBO. And then what are we doing? What are we doing? So anyway, HBO has pretty much noped itself right off of cliff. And I honestly cannot wait to see this come out. I really can't, because I can't wait to see how bad of a train wreck this actually is. There's no way that this will do well. There's no way that, and you know what they're going to do? They're going to turn around and blame us, men and white and whatever. They're going to blame us for its failure instead of slowing down and taking a look and realizing that no one, when they go out for entertainment, is interested in looking at this kind of message. We're tired of it. It's in everything. Okay, man bad, white bad. It's in everything. We're done with it. We're done with it. So, I hope this goes down in flames, and that's enough to tell HBO, hey, you spent a lot of money on some trash. We'll see. We'll see, though. I don't know when it's out, but we'll take a look. Guys, if you'd like to support my work, links are below. Thank you for those that have recently. As always, the best way you can support me is like, comment, share, and hit that notification button and subscribe. And go back and check some of my older videos. None of it's time sensitive on all of them, but this one I'm actually well lit. I'm in the exterior. I'm going to have to film my stuff during the day until I get my new battery shipped in and reconnected up. I've got fuses to put in, and I'm taking the 12-volt system, or I'm taking the 8-amp system and turning it to a 16-amp, and I'm taking some of the serial and changing it to parallel. Long story short, it'll probably be a few more days until I have electricity humming in here again, so maybe I'll see if I can do something more for you. Guys, I'll leave it there. This is Better Bachelor. I'm Joker, and remember, man, when you go this woke, I can't wait to see how broke it really turns out to be. It's going to be a wreck, and I love it.